So hello, welcome everybody. It's been a while since we've done more journeys on this tour. I promise we'll have more coming in the future. But what I spotted is this wee dude here. Let's just walk and see what he's doing while he's sorting himself out. Now, if you don't remember me on my last one, it was a few months ago. If you have caught up, I think we came on and we sort of landed on a road. Turns out that road was correct because this is where the sim spawned in a parking spot, is in the middle of the grass. So let's just get ourselves over to the runway, which looks to me a road. So this must be a tiny little miniature airport. And we have successfully landed correctly, from what I reckon. So without further ado, let's announce that we're going to take off. If I can remember how to do this, it's been a while.
Lima Echo Zulu Alpha, traffic Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee, taking off runway 29 or departing straight out.
Okay then, let's see if I can do this successfully. Now, I'm getting a bit rusty in the old flighting kind of simulation. So, fingers crossed, I'm on it and I do this correctly. All looks good so far. Lifted off the ground nice and smooth. Climbing at a nice bit of rate. I don't know why my landing gear came up there because, or maybe I'm just not quite high enough. I think it was more my speed, more than the height, but we're in the air. Now I do a little bit of jigging about here, and that's mainly because my trimming wheel. Now, I don't know if there's any settings or anything that you can adjust for this, but I move it this tiniest little bit and it gives me a big jerk. So I might need to look into that a wee bit further because I need to be able to trim properly. But what I've decided to do is, while I'm flying here manually coming round, because there were shenanigans getting into this airport the last time, I thought we'll go through and we'll go through some of the POIs that were round about. I think we still had some of it on the last leg, but we'll fly over in that direction again. We'll just turn round and then we'll get ourselves onto autopilot and configured and get ourselves underway. That's my aim. I think this is me getting me set up for autopilot now. I should start turning this round onto the course. And then we should be fine and dandy from then onwards. Should capture the nav line and turn us round. There we go. Perfect. Whoops. Forgot my flaps. Whoops. That could be another reason why my landing gear was making a lot of noise. Oh well. Right. It's done now. Oh, crikey. But it is looking nice and scenery wise. Don't know if the sim's been updated. I think we've got to sim update 15 by this point. So Multi Xbox is pulling through quite a lot of good scenery so far in my book. But I'll keep us going and out, like you see it. Now I can't remember if this was the good old plane that we used on the last leg. We have chosen quite a lot of liveries here. It's the same plane, but whether it's the same interior and the same painting livery kind of way, I don't know. But that's what we're going with. Main journey of these legs is to have a wee bit of scenery and to watch me fly. It's not mainly to use the same plane over and over and over again, but that's what I do like to see from this new sim that's coming out. I do like the kind of like the career mode, and I'm wondering if it's going to be what my expectations is, but who knows? We'll soon see. Yeah, we're out in chase cam for a reason, just to let you see some of the scenery here at the same time. And we do get shiggled about quite a bit here, you can see. I think we'll get a lot of turbulence coming. We'll try to get ourselves settled. And this is autopilot, this is it trying to sort itself out itself. And we're on live weather. We're on live time. And it is about, for me, it's round about 4:30ish in the afternoon, but I reckon it's about 3:30 in the sim here. Maybe just a wee bit later in this real life, I don't know, but on the day of the recording anyway. But it does look as though the wind and turbulence is picking up nicely on these planes now, which is a good wee sign, which is what I like. Get a wee bit more realism to it and to the journey. Have I got everything configured here correctly? I think I have. Maybe could be doing with pulling the mixture out a wee bit, getting a bit more thin with, but who knows? Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. We're still flying. In my book, everything does look in the green. Doesn't look like there's much problems going on about there. So I think we're alright. Apart from turbulent, right enough. Sorry if he's getting shaked about here, but it was quite a rocky journey myself here. So it was when I took it. I think that's me increasing some mixture into the sim just now, just to get a wee bit more out of the engine. But we'll fast forward anyway. And I don't know if you remember, way back in leg 3, I'll link up in the top right hand corner, but there was a little section where we came close to hitting one of the, what do you call it, propellers on these wind chimes, or wind, the way you want to call them. So it looks as though I've spotted another bunch of them in the distance here. It is at this kind of course and everything from the airport, so if you want to come and look for yourself, then that's whereabouts it is. But there's quite a few. What are they called? Wind chimes or wind? It's all for the environment anyway, isn't it? I reckon a lot of places in Spain have got these. Little rural areas anyway, because that's a lot more than what Scotland's got in areas, unless maybe I just haven't seen any more. But yeah, there's quite a few there. Maybe we should have a wee competition going to see who can get the most, or who can spot the most. Well, let's, what any other places you can suggest that's got all these wind chimes that you've seen? You can always link them down in the comments. Let's all know if you've spotted any of your travels. Or is it just the sim just producing a bit too many, like the trees? And brackets, should I say? But it's possible that this is all like this in real life, especially around here, because it doesn't look as though there's much kind of civilization with the people and everything, with the houses. So it would be put out to a sort of side of the land, wouldn't it, just to capture all the whatever you need to do. I don't know how these things work, but I did get taught it in school. Maybe you go back to school, but hey ho. But there is quite a few there, and from my liking, I think all the texture and things on the Sims getting better and better each time I fly. Maybe it's just much the same, who knows, but there's some more in the distance. After I left. I'm out in chase cam quite a lot in this flight, just for the fun of it, but I should really be inside the cockpit all the time, looking out the windows and flying properly as I was flying in real life, which I might just do, who knows. There's another little area coming up as well, so we have still got more and more and more of these. Like I said earlier on, I've linked it up in the corner earlier on, but I'll also put it in the description down below for that leg where we encountered many wind turbines back then as well. Different areas, and if it was a way back in leg 3, it must have been just the other side of the country, because this tour, from what I'm noticing, is trying to take you right round the edge of Spain, all the way around. It's a tiny wee bit in mainland as well, where Barcelona is, but most of it's going round the edge. So I reckon with this being closer to us, this is leg 18, we've only got up to 20 odds legs to do. I think we're coming close to the end here. So it looks so it's towards the start and towards the end of the journey. That's where all these little wind turbines are. I did come close there by looks of things. Look at that scenery. Look. Is it getting better and better, or is it just me? Who knows? I'll keep this bit in anyway as we fly by this. I reckon if we do have a competition going, I'm winning. I'm a strong contender for it anyway. I reckon. Combine this with my other leg of the tour, and I'm laughing. Yeah, I beat you all. But let's just see if anybody's watching and you do want a competition to see if you can find more in the world, I should we say. You can always post pictures and things. Mind you can't post pictures on YouTube. You can comment down below where you think you found them, and we can go and explore that and find out. But with fast forwarding on a wee bit further here, the reason I came out here is because we got a bit of turbulence, and there was a bit more of civilization with rural kind of buildings and houses and things. So I wanted to capture some of the scenery I was getting on my journey before I cut out too much of the boring stuff, and keep in maybe some of the nice scenery that we can see below. If it is getting better and better, who knows? But here we go again. So I spy a mile at eye. Something beginning with W. There's more. There's more. Oh, here we go again then. So remember, I don't know if you all watched the wee clip that was in the description, or where you go back to watch a clip. We came really close last time. So why don't we, and we zoom through them, why don't we just make sure that we don't come anywhere near these ones, and we'll go around the edge. Just to be on the safe side, because like I said at the start of this video, I'm a bit rusty in the old flighting world here. So I need to be careful that I don't crash my plane in the process. And I really want to make it to the next waypoint in one piece here. Very much like to come home. So we'll avoid them at all costs, I think. I think that's probably our best bet. Get ourselves turned round and back on course again. Might sound like a good plan. myself turn round. And whereabouts are they in the distance? Can we see them? Yeah, we're well clear by the looks of things. Nothing to that side, so yeah, we're fine. We've dodged that bullet quite easily. Right, so well, let's just carry on then. Get some more of this scenery as we go. A bit more turbulence by the looks of things. It must be very, very, very windy around here. Maybe we should be flying, maybe we should be on the ground. But it's nice and sunny by the looks of things. There's no rain, there's no nothing. I reckon, whoa, crikey man. It is strong. Is that more in the distance? No way. Right, I'm definitely one of the contest folks. Contest over. Contest over. Should I say, sorry? Say that again properly. I'm too excited. But I've definitely won. I reckon. Especially all these in the distance as well. And just stay to the left here and just stay at the road. Methinks. With a bit more turbulence as we go. Maybe it's all these wind chimes that are blowing my plane about. Maybe there's too many of them blowing the wind. Is that why we've got turbulence? Who knows? But we're well out the road anyway, so we're alright. Not going to come and eat us alive at the moment. Maybe I need to increase my altitude, I think. Because what I didn't do when I started this flight as well is I didn't prepare to find out what the highest peak was. I was just going to visually fly it, like what I'm doing here, even though I'm outside my plane, but visually fly to make sure we don't hit anything. So I reckon we should be up a wee bit higher, so let's just go for it. Get ourselves up just to be the safe side. Don't want to be taking any risks and crashing into anything here. It does look a lot bit a mountainous terrain. Again, on this leg. It's gorgeous, so look at it. I wonder what kind of lake or water river thing that is as well. Maybe look it up and get some Google mappage going about. Maybe do that for a future video, who knows? But yeah. This is just about going around Spain, so that it's just the points of interest that that creator in my VA had created for us. And I still haven't got this achievement yet. So I really do need to get back into my VA. Get flying, get more flights recorded towards my name, and get this achievement at the end of this, because we've done all this leg so far. We've got to complete it. We're not far away from the ending now. So let's carry on ourselves to the end. Now this particular creator has done many more. I'm not going to record every single one. I might fly some of them all, but I'm not going to record every one, because I don't think that's very fair. So what I might do is, if I do fly anymore, is I'll take snippets of things and I'll keep you updated in my progress if I get any more achievements going. think that's the best bet. So let's just fast forward and get ourselves a little bit closer to this airport then, will we? We'll just keep this in because of the scenery wise. I thought this was the stage I jumped ahead, but it's maybe because it was quite nice land textures and things underneath. I thought let's just keep it in. Might not be interesting enough, but they're certainly getting a good view anyway. As I am when I'm watching this back and I'm recording my voiceover. I'm thoroughly enjoying just watching here. Good when you're not concentrating flying at the same time. You can just sit back, relax, with a cuppa, and sit and watch. Right, so we'll fast forward a wee bit. So I stopped here because we very, very nearly came close to hitting these trees in this mountain. Now, if anybody's looking for trees, here's your perfect spot. Because there's quite a lot of them here. And then remember that meme going about on the sim that there's never too many trees about? But yeah, that's just a silly little meme we've got going, isn't it? No harm, no nothing means against it. But I do like all this scenery, I do like it all. And especially when I'm only powering a wee Xbox S here. I mean, it's the lowest of things that can happen, lowest of consoles even. Mind you, maybe not, because you have got the cloud gaming, it's a bit lower, but it does look really, really good. Quite a bit of a distance still to go, so I reckon it's time to fast forward again. And here we go again. Now this time we do just about trim a tree or two. Maybe just didn't come up high enough. Did I trim this one? Oh, it's close. Well, we need to get rid of some of these trees somehow. I mean, if I need to chop them down myself, I will. I'm only joking. But yeah, like I said, if you're ever in need of any trees, here's your perfect area, perfect spot. I'm sure most of the legs as well, if you watch us playlist back again, I'm sure most of the legs have all got quite a lot of trees in them as well. So there's never a sort of shortage around this area. Anyway. So back on course again. There we go. Oh, that. Look at it. A lovely sunny day. I'm glad it's only a sunny day because... Oops, hang on. What's that in the background? Where my mouse is? Look, people. Right, I'm definitely running. No, well, that's very, very good scenery here, I must admit. The textures of the mountains are not too bad. I'll look. What you all think as well, you can obviously let me know below if you like this kind of scenery or you like other things, whatever, but this is what I prefer. Just flying from A to B, looking out the plane, no acrobatics, no nothing, just nice simple flying until I learn and get my licence properly. more virtualized properly, should I say. Let's get ourselves back on nav line again here. Oh, we're going to... Just made that. Crikey, man. Maybe I should have prepared this leg, because I reckon we should have been higher. But if we'd been higher, we wouldn't have seen all this fantastic things out the window here, so I think I did us a favour by flying low. Maybe shouldn't have, but we did. So we trim a few more trees here. Is that why we stopped? I think we do. Certainly do. Maybe not. Maybe grace the top of them. Maybe. Once you've seen one tree, you've seen them all. I mean, maybe we should just fast forward to coming into landing. Rather than showing you all this boring part. But might have been another reason actually. Was it further ahead? Try to remember. Yeah, it was this reason. It was now. This is the reason I'd stopped here. It was to show that I don't know if it's maybe me and my location of my console towards my router and all that as well. It could be a bit of both. Could be a bit between me and the sim and the console, but you can see here that I'm having problems. I think all the scenery that I'm enjoying disappears, as far as what I remember, and it just turns into a blob. Yeah, look, see, has connected, but it's not really connected everything. And I remember from a previous time that someone suggested that there's a setting inside the sim. Okay. So there was a setting inside the sim, and I think you need to switch your Bing stuff back on. Is it here? There we go. Right. So let's switch it back on again then, shall we? We'll click apply and save. Let it do its thing. Here we go again. So the scenery's back. Our connection's back. So are we underway again? Normally when I used to do things like that as well, it used to crash the sim. But looks of things, it's working quite good. So what I ended up doing here is, because it was just all mountainous terrain, I was trying to get myself configured to come into land. And I noticed that the waypoint that I was heading for is here. And I kind of want this little course to come in and land properly from this waypoint here. So what I've chosen maybe to do is, what I was thinking of doing is just head towards that waypoint and have a wee look out the window for that POI, and I think it was a cathedral as far as I remember. So that's what I was planning on. So I was heading correctly for the airport and I was configuring myself correctly, but I activated to final. Silly me. Because when I do that, plane still doesn't direct to where I should be. I think what it's trying to direct to is the wrong place, and look what you can see here. It's my servers are trying to kick out again at just the last wee moment. I told you I'm rusty here. I need to remember how to work a G3 530. Been using G1000s and 3000s too often these days. I have actually forgotten how to use this. Get myself onto that waypoint, and as far as I remember, when I'm trying to connect to the VME and the VOR coming down and into, then when I don't set frequency and everything up correctly, of course I don't. I'm still on roll, that's maybe why I'm not heading in that direction, but I've got a funny feeling I'm just plodding about here, I'm doing nothing, I'm not doing anything right at all. So let's just ignore what I'm doing here, folks. Don't copy me, because right now I'm not doing anything right at all. We're coming close to this airport. Of course we are. So let's fix my data just so I can see underneath, because when the ground's like that, the airport is very hard to spot. So let's just switch it back on again. I can save. You notice that my bit's cropped there, and that's because of the settings from my previous video, which I'll have configured for the next time, but back to normal for next time. But you're getting to see what the majority of it. I'm not cut out most anything. The only bit I've maybe cut out at the bottom is the subtitles for the ATC, but we're not using ATC very much here. And because I haven't actually used ATC all the way along, they don't actually send me into the runway. I don't tell them I'm coming into the runway. So it doesn't make much of a difference anyway. Let's just use heading mode and we'll sort this out ourselves. Set up the course and everything correctly, but do I set up the course correctly? Who knows? Because I'm coming into runway 4, I'm just going to put it to that, because I would reckon should be coming in at the right angle. Maybe we're not, maybe. And like I said, what I said before is I never set up frequencies, never set up nothing, didn't even look up what course it should have been. So like I said, ignore everything I've just done here. Don't watch me, especially if you try to learn, because right now I make a balls dog's dinner of this. I think. And what I end up doing, I think, because of all the shenanigans, I end up just flying manually, trying to land that way. Because right now, still too high as well, is not helping. Too high and too fast. And we're practically hovering over the airport more or less now. My book. Let's see if this was all recorded properly on the VA. I reckon I would be exceeding my nautical miles here for flying. Maybe shouldn't end up with this achievement, but you record your flights on BA, it'll show you that I'm within it, because it's just going to be from one point to the end point. It's not going to be any of this detour that I'm doing here, or the detour around them mountains and all that. So technically I've done a lot more nautical miles than what I should be. It's just fun here, isn't it? All fun. Fun and games. It's making me learn how to fly again. What we'll need to do is, because we're going to try and come in nicely and see this cathedral on the way, I think what we'll do is we'll make that point of interest a place where we go straight after takeoff on the next leg, because I don't want to. I think I spotted the runway. I don't want to totally miss out that POI at all. And right now, my focus is just trying to work out how to land. Is my sim stopped? What's happened? Oh, maybe I'm stopped. That's what it is. I deliberately stopped it because I want to see where the runway is. I think that's it, just behind us. Somehow. If I manually fly and turn round, I think I should make it. We could follow that whole round, I suppose. Thinking that would work, but let's just visually fly this away in. Lovely scenery of that wee town just below us there. I'm paused, but just unpause myself and go ahead again. I'm coming mighty close to these trees again. I'm to fancy trimming off some of these trees. Oh, crikey. Oh, you're so sure to get a laugh at me flying. I mean, I laugh at myself sometimes. I'll do it. Never to be let loose on a real plane, I don't think. Not yet. No, not yet. Let's just bring us down. Slow flight and guide our plane all the way in. Even banking too steep. Course. Bringing us down too low and too slow. I wonder. I should have done in preparation to find out what altitude the airport was at as well. Because I think it's quite high above the ground. And by all this terrain here just underneath me. I mean, not what we are just approaching 3,000 feet here, so let's look as though it's quite high above the ground. Maybe should have done some legwork. Should have. Let's just manually fly and not trim anything in the process. I think we are a bit too low. That does sure seem like my runway there, doesn't it? Mighty like one to me. See if we can make it. I know procedurally I'm not correct here, but I'm coming in. Like I said, I'm getting here in one piece. One way or another. Somehow. somehow we make it. Here we go. Trim a tree on my way. Oh. See, I definitely need more practice. That's how you land. See that second part? That to me was a better landing. Just ignore that first bounce, people. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. But we're down, we're safe. And I reckon we're where we should be. So let's just slow our plane down. Get ourselves off this runway before anybody else decides to come on our path. Then we'll get ourselves over to a parking spot. Like I said, I never had ATC on, so ATC doesn't know we've landed. So there's maybe no control tower here
Victoria
anyway.
Ground Bravo Sierra, Uniform Zulu Yankee, request taxi to parking.
Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Alpha cross runway 04 Charlie.
There's information there for people
Taxiing
that
to
wants to
general
see it.
aviation parking via taxiway Bravo Alpha, cross runway 04 Charlie Uniform Zulu Yankee.
So let's just get ourselves taxied in here. Whereabouts it wants to put us. Does seem as though we're going down in a different direction here, doesn't it? But hey ho. We'll just follow these blue lines. Oh, I'm a bit drunk. Whoops. Is this going to take us right back up the runway again? I think it is. Yeah, this is the runway. There's people coming down, mate. Oh well, we'll do what ATC tells us. Backtrack along here, we'll just come down to the side, I think, because just in case there is MD about. Be in the road of MD. Coming down the runway, I don't know if it's a closed runway or not, but we'll follow the blue arrows anyway. We all know ATC in the Sim's not quite correct, so just work with what we've got. My book. And we'll get ourselves down to the other side here. Surely we don't need to go all the way down to the end of the runway. Surely. That would be a bit boring. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my thoroughly antics on this journey. And apologies for it being so long since the last leg that we've done, but I have been going different tours and I've been practicing with a different plane, so I do need to get my act back in gear here and complete this journey off. So what I'll do is I'll start aiming for a video a week on this journey. Hopefully, and we'll get this ticked off and get this complete. Hopefully, not to near distant future. And then we shall see from there onwards what we're going to do next. Sure, by then I'll have something in mind. Who knows, by then I might even be practicing with a different plane. One takes my fancy. Might need to get some more helicopter videos coming. They fancies the Huey at the moment, don't they? So, well, we'll soon see. I'm going to finish this tour off first, I think. I think that's my main priority, because it has been a while. I've been diverted going to Oshkosh and everything in between, so I think we'll get myself back on the edge with this flight and we'll get this completed. This is a long taxi, maybe I should have cut all this taxi out. I want to see where I land because, or where they end up parking me, because that's generally where I like to pick my parking spot again to take off from. Try and keep it as realistic as I can. Changed quite a few planes, right enough, but but I think one of them was because I crashed one, remember? Maybe one of them was down to me. This looks like we're coming off here. So let's just slow down a bit. We shouldn't really have been travelling at that kind of speed in this little plane, but hey ho. Right now, because I'm slightly rusty, especially on those landings, I'm going to have to practice them first before we go ahead and do anything else, procedurally wise. Because in my book, the first thing you should be able to do is take off and land. But it seems to be my problem these days. Whoops, why is it taking... What? Why is it taking me around here? Oh well, we're following the blue arrows. Chop off the guys' heads at the same time. Follow the blue arrows. To me, it makes no sense whatsoever. That's what they're telling us to do. Then that's what I'm doing. Right, you going to guide us in then, mate? There we go. Perfect. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.